Good evening. The Premier says Queensland can't afford 20,000 public service jobs, so they'll have to be axed. Angry unions are rallying against the cuts, which could be much more extensive. Here's State Political Editor Cathy Border.
For weeks, the government's been pushing the dire economic news, culminating in the Costello audit. But for the first time, Premier Newman's putting a figure on how many public servants could go.
Labor have employed 20,000 more public servants than the people of Queensland can currently afford. I've had the guts, I might add, to come in here and tell the truth.
The reaction was predictably swift and angry. The Council of Unions warning it'd cost $1.5 billion and could see up to 500 jobs go in regional cities.
A lot of families, a lot of mortgages, a lot of homes lost.
Everyone just take a bit of a cold shower and calm down a little bit. We don't accept the catastrophising of the situation.
The government's now offering public servants annual pay rises of just 2.2% for 3 years.
Our members are appalled and offended by the current offer put to us by the state government.
The job security row intensifying, with Premier Newman refusing to say how many jobs can be saved and passing the pressure back onto the unions.
I'm not going to speculate. We're not saying those people are going to go, but when unions start to make pay cases...
To date, the government's main target has been temporary contract workers, but figures tabled in Parliament by the Premier today show there are 55,000 of these in Queensland, leaving the job security of our 60,000 public servants, permanent or not, all uncertain.
Our question is, which is it? We want to see some certainty for these Queensland families.
Now the Premier says it'll be clearer in a month or so. And the row between the unions and the government certainly heating up. Here at Parliament House tomorrow afternoon, the Queensland Teachers Union is staging a rally against the pay offer and the conditions that have been offered. They're doing it after school hours, hoping to attract a crowd of around 300, but there could be more because other unions are getting involved. Also tomorrow, the executive of the Council of Unions is expected to endorse a broader day of union action. And in other education news, on Thursday we'll find out the first schools in a Newman government promise that they said they'd deliver in their first 100 days, of which state schools would be allowed to become more independent, if you like, make their own staff appointments and so on, Georgie.